We in?
Dude, actually, the first only duo cast that we've ever done.
Never before has it been just Zach and I.
No.
The dudes.
Not even on the previous cast. There was not a single episode where it was just us.
This is the first exclusive Zach and I unhinged podcast. We got a bunch of food for tonight.
Yeah.
Zach, what do you got over there?
I got some elote fries from Lighthouse Pizza in town. These look stellar. Never had them. And I got a Sparky slice. Check out the size of this. Not sponsored. Check out the size of this pizza. Huge.
I got, also not sponsored, I got Ryzen ramen in town. I got a little pork belly bowl, which is essentially just bacon and rice.
I didn't know that.
So, I don't, nothing crazy here. And then vegetable ramen here, which is, just vegetable ramen with tofu. But it's pretty reasonably priced. It's like $10 a shot, so, not too bad. But what is great pricing. What is sponsored, as always, THC Dispensary. This is not one of their house-made products, but I just wanted to use this as an example. They have, for a limited time, a $10 bin, and everything in that bin used to be $60. This is 3,000 milligrams here, and this was $10.
$10.
So they're trying to season out those, I think it's mostly edibles in there right now. Season those out, get some new edibles in. So this is just while supplies last. So get in there, get some cheap edibles.
Yeah, they had like 25 left, and they were like basically every THC and then the letter of the alphabet afterward they had. So you pick
THV was
yes,
one of them. I
I
was
know,
like,
dude.
I don't know what that is.
I've heard of every other one, but not THCV. Is V for Victor? Or
Dude, V for fucking Vendetta,
dude. V
That's
for Velocity, dude. You go so fast.
with super fast acting, super fucking scary weed. That's what they gotta do, dude. They gotta start labeling shit on a scare scale.
Yeah.
Why
dude, we should suggest we should have them make us a strain.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, they would love that.
They would, dude.
Yeah, speaking of also THC Dispensary, we got some purple milk tonight. Wanted to tell you what we were smoking on. But yeah, we should get a scare strain.
Try the bite?
Cheers.
No.
Let's do it.
All right, first bite of these elote fries. We'll tell you what we think.
That's
a ride.
the most unique fry I've ever had in my life.
It's like limey. It starts with all you taste is fry and seasoning salt, and then you get a little bit of that cheese coming through.
Yeah, the cotija.
And then a tiny bit of corn, and then it's all lime from then on out. It's a lime ride.
The end is a lime ride, dude. And I'm fine with not getting off of it. I'll stay on a few times. Fuck them kids in line, dude. That's our automatic egg maker. It sings to us when the eggs are done.
It goes hard. That was yeah, dude. This is there's a lot of lime.
I'm gonna open up a little secret sauce too. Yeah, this is the welcome to the new podcast, guys. Between the Cheeks could never.
Could never, dude. Those guys.
No, dude, they don't even know what's up.
Those guys don't even know.
They don't know about Bubbish. Between the Cheeks never knew about
No,
Bubbish.
they never knew. Which this is kind of close. You put one foot in there.
Yeah.
Press down a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's
and that's
really
Bubbish.
close already.
Would you like to try the pork belly bowl? It really is just bacon, white rice, and green onion. But it's it still tastes more like pork belly than it does bacon. And it's got that. I don't know if they sliced it at the end or slow smoked. I don't know. But it is 100% just bacon thin.
It's like bacon with a little bit of a. It's got I can't say a Japanese texture, but it's got a little squish that only Japanese meats have.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put that. It's like the short ribs at Tokyo. It's it's got a little. It's got that same taste as the Tokyo short ribs is here.
Yeah. I think they just be doing shit, They're that sounds funny. If I owned a restaurant, that's what I would do.
Dude, yeah.
I put things on the menu like pickled watermelon, and you see people would fucking eat it.
They would eat it.
They're asking one of our servers. They're like, "Yeah, hey, I'm looking at the like the duck foot soup. Is that like good? And then the server's like, no.
Dude,
No.
that reminds
We'll
me
give
of
it a try, you know?
It reminds me of the Nathan For You episode where he tricked the guy into getting married to him. And yeah, the Chinese restaurant, and he made all the menu items really gross things, and one of them I think was like duck foot something. And then just I do.
Yeah, there's one thing on the menu, and it's
I do. That's so good, dude. Shout out Nathan Fielder.
he's like an evil genius. I genuinely think that he is a genius.
Yeah.
Like, not IQ wise or whatever, but for originality and like his conceptualism, like I respect the way his brain works. Those are lotte fries or something else. It's a lot of lime. I wonder if they just take a half a lime and fucking juice it.
It's a pizza place.
Also, as always, our
got beer.
podcast sponsored by beer in general, just beer. Not
It's
this
important.
beer. Just beer.
Just beer. Just beer things.
Just beer.
I'll put these little
Zach stopped taking shots recently.
I did. Actually, that's true. Yeah, I was used to a nice healthy regimen of about 8 shots. And then I'd go
In the morning?
Yeah, honestly, it's not far off. 8 shots before a normal time to take 8 shots. And then more shots at the bar. And although I was functional, my body was not, and it was just rejecting me. Mentally, I was doing great. I was feeling stellar, but I couldn't do it physically. I just like waking up feeling good and not feeling like I want to explode from every hole. I've done that for too many years. It's been like
Every hole.
it's been like 6 years of hole exploding, and I think
Have you been sleeping better?
I've been having. Last night I had some crazy, vivid, scary dreams, like long, scary, like long scare, deep-seated fears.
What'd you dream about?
Well, both of them were M breaking up with me.
Really?
Yeah, in weird, like long, drawn-out ways. Like she
Like
was
a
just like
shitty
well,
way?
she would just lose. She just like lost interest in me in my dream. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. Honestly, I think it was. It was.
She's like, yeah.
My way of interpreting what the man that we were supposed to play the show at Saturday. That's like I think my way of like interpreting the way they felt. Because I was like, what? What you're saying doesn't make any sense. And they're like, eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. I woke up sweating, and then I fell back asleep, and then it was like another random dream.
Yeah, we had a show, and like it was taking forever to go on. The DJ was doing his thing. We got there, and we had a comedy show before this other show we were supposed to play. And we show up, and it's just taking forever. Zach lays down on a bench outside for like 4.5 seconds while he's like talking and on his phone. And for some reason that translated to the guy that booked us as like, no, dude,
You're too fucked up.
You're too fucked up, man. Like, you can't be here. I'll just take
Yeah,
it
you
over.
can't
Like,
play. I'm like,
this is pretty unprofessional. It's like, dude, what? He laid down for like 3 seconds.
also,
Because it was a long ass night.
very professional place, no green room, no place to even sit for really without getting drowned in sound.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh,
damn.
dude, it was loud as fuck. In
A
there,
moment
dude.
of solace
Oh
equals
my god.
pestilent hate.
Yeah, that was the loudest club experience I've had in a very long time.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. Like, I like there to be music in the background, but I want to be able to talk unless it's an EDM show or like a show.
I'm going out so that I can also socialize. I'm not going out to listen to the same music I could on my couch alone.
Yeah,
You
or
know?
in your car.
Yeah, or in my car or wherever. Like, it just makes so much sense to create a social space as well as like a gathering place, you know?
Dude,
A
that
place where
security
people
guard
can-
is a fucking fuck.
Yeah, that security guard sucks.
He was the worst.
He's like
piece of
85
shit.
years old.
And he did nothing to us. He did it to all of our friends. It was like the most aggressive. Oh, I'm going to handle a situation by freaking everyone out and like getting angry. And like, what's going on? Like, peace, love, unity, and fucking fuck yourself, I guess. Dude. Well, that's the reason it's not an EDM bar. It's just a bar.
Well, it kind of is an EDM
It
bar.
is, but it's like, you're right, it's not a hip hop bar.
No.
Not as much. But it's like
mostly
club
do.
EDM.
Yeah.
I feel like, for the most part.
No, dude, I have napkins over here.
Dude, I got napkins over here.
I don't even need to
I
take
have a
it.
whole, I've got such a thick stack, dude.
No, I don't know. Like, ever since we've done comedy, it's like, it's been way more rewarding in almost every way than our, like, production or DJing. There has been moments where, like, you know, we're still very in love with the craft, and I know we both feel that way.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know, to be called unprofessional while somebody's being unprofessional to us is insane. Like, the gaslighting
Yeah,
was
also,
fucking...
we've been professional for we've now been DJing for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we know how to DJ. We know how to turn it on when we go on stage, but I don't know. It's okay. Let
5 years
let
is a
bygones
long
be
time.
bygones, as in gone. Get out of here. Yeah, we've had a whole half decade of us, and now we are 2 months comedy. It feels good. Comedy's the
Still-
way, guys.
Still a baby, dude. Still a tiny little baby.
Yeah, dude, can't hardly move, figuring out what their hands are. That's how I feel in comedy.
They're like putting them in their mouth, and they're like, "Why is this thing still on me?
Dude,
How do I get rid of this?"
I wish I
weird
could eat my arms like SpongeBob in that one episode where he gets scared.
thing?" He's got a fucking
Yep, the
popcorn
popcorn
tin
bowl.
full of arms, dude, and they're crunchy. They were
Are, dude.
crunchy. He was
I wanted to
crunching
eat
on
those. I wanted to eat those real bad.
because wasn't he like chewing his fingernails and then just like chewed his hands down?
all the way down. I forget what he was so nervous about.
I don't know, or was he scared?
Yeah, he was.
That's
I think he was
one
scared.
slice.
Yeah,
That's huge.
that's why I get Lighthouse. I love Lighthouse. I get
You
it for
do.
the giant slice.
And you love the Sparky.
I do love the Sparky. It's the Sparky sauce that gets it for me. It's such a wet little guy. He knows
The
what he
big
wants.
dollops of cream cheese.
Oh. Now I let this sit and marinate like a good taco. It's a calzone basically.
It really is. How much is a slice from there?
It's like $7, $7, $8.
Yeah.
Depends on the slice. The Pablo is like 9 something, but yeah, pretty good for inflation. Not jumped as much as I would as I would have thought. I would think that this would be like $11, $12.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I went to Ryzen today, because I'm tired of spending $16.99 on a bowl of soup, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what, ramen's great, and it's better than most soups, but it's a soup. I can't. This much soup should never be $20. The world is a scary place if you have to pay $20 for soup.
That's
One of the
true.
oldest foods ever, you know?
It is. Dude, I wonder who decided like to make soup.
Yeah, somebody was like throwing water in something, and everyone was like,
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
I can't. No, you're
Like
ruining
somebody
all
dropped
the food.
somebody dropped a like leg in a boiling water, and they probably killed him. And then 10 minutes later, they were like, "Oh, this shit's good. We're sorry, but he's already dead."
We killed the man for wasting our hunt, but yeah, now this meat just falls right off the bone.
Yeah, he did so good. Rest in peace,
And now the water tastes like meat.
dude. That's how Campbell's was invented.
Candles?
Campbell's. That's how candles were invented.
I was like, what? Cannibals? Pretty good. Kind of a small serving. I got the large. Seems like that's pretty small large to me, but
That's
Who am I
not
to complain?
American large.
Who am I to
That was traditional, dude. That's Japanese large. Our portions are crazy here.
so for the podcast tonight, we each took 2 edibles. You want to take another one
Yeah,
on Cav?
definitely.
Let's try one of these out.
Definitely. Got to show the people.
So yeah, this is a Galactic Gummies, 3,000 milligrams. So one is, wait, contains less than 0.3% Delta 9.
Yes, it's all THCA, I think.
200 milligrams each, okay. Oh, that's cute. Oh, they do sell these individually, don't they? Or are these different ones?
These
you
look
think?
different. These are different than the...
Delicious. THCP, HHC, HHCO.
I haven't heard of that one. That's new to me. I've heard THCO. I think it got banned for being a research chemical. Like, it's not found in nature, is what I heard. But that's THCO. I don't know about HHCO. And I'll be damned if THCV is a natural substance, dude. I could be wrong. I'm not a plant. So I don't know.
So on the front, it says 200 milligrams each. On the back, it says 250 milligrams per piece. There's some discrepancy here.
Dude, they print... Dude, whoever made this in any part of the country just printed this.
The FDA has not evaluated this product for safety or efficacy.
Dude, imagine when the FDA does have to test, like, weed. Like, do you think... There's got to be a human trial for it, right?
I don't know what
people
they're
are just
going to
gonna
do.
People are just going to have to smoke, I would hope. In an ideal world, every FDA person, like, a new strain comes in, and they're all like, oh, boy, another one. And they're just all zipped out of their gourd. Like, they have to puff every single strain to make sure it's good. Fuck animal
They're like,
testing,
this
dude.
shit got me really high, but it's also the 17th one I've tried in a row.
Dude, it's like the... That reminds me of our old strain review video.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Dude. We sat in my dad's truck, who's not cool with weed at all, and always told me, like, yeah, if you're going to borrow my truck, don't smoke weed in it. And I was a shitty high schooler, and we sat in a parking lot. I bought a bunch of different weeds, and we sat and filmed ourselves doing strain reviews in a public place.
It was good stuff.
I wish I had. I might have this.
You might have the ancient video. I might also have the ancient video.
Might be somewhere on cloud.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes long. And by the end, we're like, this one was also really good. It was that same thing. Like, we were just zooted in
Yeah, we were like
space.
kind of citrusy.
In the biggest truck ever, mind you.
This one's very floral. I would like to see that just to see who the fuck we were back then. You know?
Dude, we were still in our chrysalis.
We were.
We were probably just like miniature personality versions of us now. Like we're now at we're full throttle.
We weren't done yet.
No, we were still cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say something. It was before I brought up the strain review. Oh, you know, I feel like the FDA people could just be... You've seen those videos of the vape testers in China? And they have like 20 vapes in their hands and they're quality control testing. They puff like thousands and thousands and thousands of vapes a day. Just like for like quality control. But yeah, and they still go home and vape. But it's like that. The FDA... If China can do that, FDA people can handle smoking some weed. That is crazy though. They vape all day, basically professionally, and then go home and still vape. It was like one of the interviews with one of the guys working there. It's like, it's just money. It's like all you can do. So I'm super grateful that we can eat this shit, dude. Super grateful. God damn.
I was thinking just like in terms of this though, we had I think it would be good to share with them the honey if we've never talked about the
No,
honey.
we haven't talked about the mad honey.
You should probably, because I was out of town and he had actually gotten it.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with our great buddy Justin, and we went to a head shop. We were just hanging out. We had time to spare.
Like our great grandfather Justin.
It was a Saturday, and it was like near the morning, and we went to a head shop, and they were selling tubes of mad honey. And I'd known about it. I've seen like I've seen a documentary about it. I've seen Joe Rogan bring it up a few times. But it was cool that they sold it. And I took one, and my buddy took one, and it immediately didn't really hit me that much, didn't really hit him. So we went back and we were like, fuck it, let's grab another. So we did. And I think we might have grabbed like one more. I think I ended up having 2.5 tubes, which I later saw on the packaging. It said do not exceed 1. But I had the craziest trip. The first day was just visuals. Everything was really cool. And for some reason, my reflex to hold my breath underwater disappeared, which I thought was really weird. We went swimming. And then the second, third, and fourth day were just filled with like... It literally caused a quarter-life crisis in my life. And it like is what propelled us to now be doing comedy. Is me literally like going through it to the nth degree, figuring out what I want to do and like how to go forward. And boom. For day 5, I was feeling good. Mad honey. If you ever do it, not only take one dose, but be ready for. It also says, which I didn't read. It says the isotropic effects or the nootropics and the psychedelic effects may have a delayed onset. So by me taking like 2.5 tubes, not only did it hit me then and be like, whoa, but then afterward it was like, and I got through it.
He called me at work. He's laying next to the pool. His eyes are like red. The surrounding of his eyes are like red and puffy. His eyelids like have extra weight to them. And I was like, "Hey, buddy." He's like, "Hey, dude." And he's just laying like a seal, like just like flat, like face down on the concrete next to the pool.
Yeah.
But it was wild. Like I've done a lot of psychedelics and things that would get this video demonetized. That when it hit me, I was like, "Oh fuck, we're tripping." Okay, like we're actually tripping from this stuff that you got from the smoke shop.
From the store.
From the store
For $10.
Yeah, it was like a combination of mushrooms and acid. For me though, like the visual like never kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. But I felt really, really head high. Like I was having a psychedelic like internal and body experience, but there's a little bit of like there's obviously a little bit of visual effect. Like things were sharper, you know, but nothing was like moving, nothing was like shifting or doing anything like weird or fun or bizarre or kinky.
Nothing was doing anything fun.
Yeah, dude, and it sucked. And I think what I did 2.5.
I think you might have only done one.
That
I don't know.
day? No, I did at least 2.
Okay.
Because the second time
I
opened a second one.
and bring them back.
Because there's like a tube in it, and I didn't realize it the first time. So the second time, I really used my teeth to like pull all of it out and hold the tube. And that's the only reason I remember taking 2 is because I'm like, all right, this time I'm
You're
ready.
right. We did even come back to.
But I think I took even a little more after that. We might have split one or something.
I think
there
was a split.
It says right on the package, like, do not exceed more than 1 per day.
Yeah. I should have read the package.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake, dude.
Yeah, I'm just on my way back from a vacation, and he's like, dude, as soon as you get home. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Like, I got to do a bunch of shit. Like, maybe here in a little bit, like a couple weeks or something, or a couple days. But no, it was like, as soon as I got home, he came over, and we fucking ate some honey that didn't taste bad, but it didn't taste great.
Yeah, it didn't. It tasted like something was mad.
It tasted kind of like it had psilocybin in it or something, Like it tasted, I could believe that there was a mushroom kind of powder or something in there.
It did taste a little mushy.
Also a little blueberry-y, if I remember.
It did, yeah. We got blueberry flavored honey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I saw a package.
It's a little fruity.
Weeks after all that, I saw a package of it like on the floor that we never picked up, and I looked at it and I got scared to see it, dude. I picked it up with 3 layers of paper towels and like immediately threw it away. Yeah, be cautious is the moral of the story. But if you feel like you might need to have a quarter life crisis or just like reframulate your entire being,
that's a good way to go about it.
It will do it. You won't have any like physical effects. You'll just be
I prefer the
funky.
I prefer the real thing, dude.
Next
time I want to have a crisis, I'll just eat mushrooms.
It works. It's
I'll
effective.
eat mushrooms, cry, think about like all my decisions, and then go on with it. Fucking do the thing.
I usually just unhinge my jaw.
There's like I've always had very emotional like either like I seem to have polar mushroom trips where it's either like very happily emotional or it's very like like interpersonal grieving, letting things go that I don't know that I'm like have to let go, and like it's very like interpersonal, but like those are also still very positive at the end. Just like when I'm going through it, I'm like, man, I'm going through it. This isn't fun. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like a little bit better equipped. I have to have a conversation with this person about this because I've been thinking about it a lot. I have to, it's like simple solutions that,
Yeah.
like in that moment, it's like mushrooms are like, dude, you need to figure this out. Like you've been having this on you for too long. I'm like, all right, dude, fucking chill. And it's like, no. And I'm like, okay, fuck, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. See? And then,
that is true.
And then mushrooms are like, good boy.
Yeah. Now you get graced with the fun time.
They like kind of kiss you on your lower neck, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then but then you keep going about it. You're like, that was kind of weird and shit. But
I feel that.
I don't know why they do me like that all the time. If like all my friends were like that, I would like never hang out with them. If they were like, deal with it now, feel bad.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, shit.
It'd be quite difficult.
But like if all my friends were good trips all the time, I'd hang out with them like all the time. You're like a good acid trip.
That's good. I'll take that.
That's why we're best friends.
Hell yeah.
You just say things that make me puke.
I try to get at least a few pukes out of you.
Yeah. 3 vomits a year, dude. That's the quota.
Yeah, we've vomited.
Or per quarter, I guess.
Yeah, per quarter. I want at least to spit food out of your mouth once every so often.
Yeah,
like
you've
choke on things.
You've actually made me spit beer out of my nose before, and that sucked. Yeah, you've made me aspirate on my own spit because I was in the middle of like swallowing.
Gotta make sure you breathe.
And and you said something that
here
made me
for
go.
I'm here for you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I will say I'm starting to feel those first.
Yeah, the blue. I like to call them the blue ones.
I like the blue ones. That's why I asked.
They're blue.
Yeah, I asked for the blue ones, but it turns out there's two blue ones.
Have we talked about the edibles before? They have jars. If you haven't been, you gotta go for one. Like if you haven't been to THC dispensary and you smoke, you have to go. There's a reason we approached them for a sponsorship. Because
it's the spot.
Yeah, it's awesome. You got to go and
stop calling your plug.
You'll see jars. Yeah, stop calling your plug. It's illegal, dude.
Yeah, go to a legal store.
Go
with
legal.
Amazing
support
prices.
Local, dude. Do
the
both at the same time. They give you a receipt. You like drive it home. If you were to get pulled over, you're like, dude, I just bought this.
It's sealed.
I know it looks and smells like weed, but it fucking is.
Basically, it is, but this kind.
But it is illegal. They have these jars there on the shelves, and they got like all these different colored gummies. We like the blue ones and the red ones, but they're $2 and they're 200 milligrams. That's 100 milligrams, $1 per every 100 milligrams.
A lot. That's a good milligram per dollar ratio.
Yeah, we took 2 each tonight. We took the blues tonight. Those are our favorite. The blue rays.
They are. Not the dark blues. If you go, get the light blues.
Yeah, get the light.
There's a distinction. I don't know. I feel like they should maybe just change the color of the dark blues.
They should probably just change all of them to blue. Like have the same flavor, but like just make them blue.
Yeah. That's true. The blue ones are the best.
Yeah.
Dude, we should have.
Can I have this? Which one's this? Oh, this is banana.
I like that.
Dude, they should do for Halloween. They should do like some really gross flavors.
They should. They should have like booger or like popcorn butter.
Yeah, booger, but it's really pineapple and it's yellow. Then there's fucking eyeball jelly.
I like that. Spider eggs.
Cum.
That's
coconut.
Yeah.
That would be dude. Honestly, they should just. What's stopping them from doing that?
I don't know.
They should have just a jar of white ones.
Yeah.
That just say "cum," and they're like 200 milligrams.
Yeah, $2.
People would be like, "Yo, wait, what?" And they'd be like, "Oh," like every time they'd have to be like, "It's coconut." And be like, "Oh, okay." Nut.
That's true, dude. Why don't they just do that?
And then it's just white.
Yeah.
Just nut. And they're like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coconut.
Yep. It's nut.
It's nut. Yeah, it's just nut.
That's good,
It's
dude.
white. It's
yeah,
gross.
they have a defense
People
for that, too.
What are you trying to say here? You're like, no, it's just abbreviation for coconut.
I go nutty for that, dude.
Yeah, we took a lot of those this summer. If we were going to see a new movie, if we were going to have like a pool day, if we were doing some
Pretty much any
whatever
activity.
shit. Yeah, any
like
we'd
extracurricular.
be like, all right, are we doing 3? We doing 4? You know, we're like, oh shit, all right, let's do 4 today because we're gonna be like sitting. Like if we were to go to like a roller coaster park, that'd be like a 3 or 4.
Yeah,
day.
definitely.
Because we don't have to like do a lot of shit. It's just like sitting.
Plus, dude, getting scared on the scaries, dude. That amplifies it. Same with the paranormal circus.
Yeah. Yeah, we took
3
edibles. We took 3 edibles before the paranormal, which is good. Yeah,
that was great.
That was a fun.
I just sat
time.
completely still the whole time, just like.
I'm not down with sword swallowing so much. I don't like seeing it. It's like I don't know. Like it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, she at one point the sword swallower. She had like the swords were pretty thin, and she started her act with like pulling out of a giant shield like thing. This like sword that was like that big, and she and then she's like, oh, like hypes the crowd up, and she's like, and then she like bends over, and she's like, and like does this like fucking does this like rapture and like tongue down, like she had like these fucking it was a supernatural circus, so she had these fucking
eyeballs
these fucking contacts in, and she's just like looking at the crowd, and I'm like, ooh, you know, I'm like I don't like
that.
And then,
pose was crazy.
Yeah, and she pulls it out, and fucking spit flies off of it and onto the ground, and then you can see it dripping off the sword. it's like for one, was that in her stomach? Like, like that,
the long sword.
You know,
I don't know where she fit the long.
She had
one.
this fucking curved one that she goes, and just like fucking. And does the same thing, like bends over and like gets down on the ground, and it's like, fucking stop! Knock it off! I don't like this anymore. But she, at the end, she starts pulling out fucking like 7 swords from this fucking thing, and they're the same as the first sword, just your regular sword. She started with that, and she had a couple bigger ones and some other shit. But like that was her starter sword. Nothing, and by the end of the show, that's nothing to you. But she grabs out 8 of them, or like, wasn't it 8?
It was a lot. It was at least
because she pulled out like 4 or 5 and like paused for a second, and then she was like, and then she pulled out like 2 or 3 more. I thought I counted 8.
It was way too.
And she showed it. She's pulling them, and they're at different like lengths and shit. So I guess that's like. She didn't have. It wasn't like a fucking thick thing of swords going down, but she fucking did it. She fucking, and you see like a hilt here, and it was stacked in a really beautiful way, honestly.
Yeah, that was perfectly aligned.
She fucking bends over and looks at everybody. She's like fucking spit coming from her mouth, and I'm just like, stop.
She looked like a lizard.
Swords inside of yourself, like just fucking get out of here, because everybody, the first people that came out, there's like bars. You know, like fucking, it's like 4 fucking bars, and we're all like, what? And it takes forever to like start the show. We're sitting there for like 15, 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, we'd think that it was starting because the volume would like change a little bit, or the song would change.
Also, I was getting high at this point, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so we weren't sure. We were like, it was setting in. We were like, whoa, like in a dark circus time. Comes on. Finally, the music comes on. We're like, oh wait, now this is for real. This is for real. And then, you know, some people. But then these guys, like, we're like, what is going to happen with these bars? This is a paranormal circus. Like, what are these bars going to be? And these 2 dudes in, like, leotards come out, and they just did, like, gymnastics between the bars, which was fucking sick. They were really fucking good.
They were slow.
But I was like, they just had, like, a little bit of face paint on them. They just were, like, doing sick.
Dude, I could tell they
cool
were gymnasts
shit,
when they
and
came out with the Popeye arms. They were like 5'8" and both had Popeye arms.
Yeah.
And they were Eastern European.
They were triangular, dude. They were like triangular men.
Yeah. Dude, when they both, like, I thought the timing was just messed up on one, but no, he waited for this guy to go up and swing at the opposite angle, and when he jumped and they were like locked hands and were swinging the opposite ways, dude.
So
that blew my shit.
There was the one that fucked me up was, you know, there's 2 bars, and this guy's going phew, and this guy's going phew, you know. And then this gymnast, he goes, fucking bop. And then he gets on the same bar, same hand positioning. If you were looking at it from a sideways angle, their hands are right next to each other. Just one's in between the other. And they're fucking then both spinning fucking on that bar. at the exact same
Oh, that's what I was
opposite
talking
time.
about.
Oh, was that? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
dude. I
yeah.
was like, how the fuck
Yeah,
is
the
this
fucking
bar
zhoosh,
holding
zhoosh.
up?
That was
like, I was so
insane,
scared
dude.
the bar was gonna break, but they,
Yeah.
dude, it was beautiful.
It was. That's why I was like the timing. I felt the timing was off, but no, he waited so that the other guy would be perfectly
Yeah.
in sync for him to. Dude, that's so much.
There's a
fucking-
part. This was. They should have done more of this because there was a part where it went to black, and they're like, we thought the next act was coming on. They're setting up, and it had gone to black a lot, but all of a sudden, like we can't see shit. They lights out everything, like pitch black. We can't see shit, and a bunch of fucking shit runs up in the fucking like walking area
Right
in front of us, and it was like fucking huge circles that were like everywhere of different sizes. And we were like, holy fuck, what the shit is that? And Zach goes, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, yeah, I don't know. And the fucking lights pop on, and it's a bunch of fucking clowns holding giant eyeball beach balls. And we're like, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
And then the fucking music cuts on, and they just like, they throw the fucking beach balls, and we're all like throwing beach balls back and
It was a
forth.
crazy
We're like,
clown
holy
party.
shit, crazy. There was a fucking beach ball that was like from this wall to this wall.
Yeah,
And then we were like,
actually.
whoa, this is huge. And then all of a sudden, this fucking gigantic, like 3 times that size beach ball starts rolling in from off stage, and the music changes, and everyone's like, whoa, what the, like people are like screaming. It was like
actually
kind of
scary,
scary. It
dude.
was scary, but it came over, and everybody got to like fucking touch this giant beach ball. But like if that landed on one
Yeah, that
single
had
person,
so
it would
much
kill
weight.
them, dude.
Dead.
But like yeah,
Dead.
like 10 people in the crowd would like touch it at the same time. It would go over. It was like fucking dude. I'd never seen a beach ball that big.
No.
That was one of the more eventful pieces of that entire thing. I love throwing. I don't know what it is.
Dude.
I love throwing shit.
Yeah.
When a bunch of people, like you're at a football game, people like throw beach balls sometimes. It's like, fuck yeah, dude. If I could touch that one time, I could like die happy.
I feel
you know,
that,
like
dude. No, it's important.
I could die
You gotta
tomorrow, and I
contribute
would
to the
think
ball.
like I touched that ball in that huge stadium. Me of all people, I got one tap on it. Bop, right to the left.
What's up,
That's
dude?
what I do. I go. Bop.
Oh.
You know,
Nice.
everyone over there would be like, "Oh, no, dude."
Damn. To the left. The
Yeah.
left trickster. That's what they call you. The lefty trickster.
No, that was a sick show. What was your favorite part of it?
I did like the Trapeze Boys. I did like that, no, I guess not the trapeze. Is it the trapeze where they go across? No, that's the tightrope.
Tightrope. Yeah.
I like those. Those guys were cool. I also liked the end.
What is a trapeze?
The flying trapeze? Isn't that like the... Is that the thing where
Show
you,
me a
like,
picture of a trapeze.
do you bounce off of it? I guess flying implies...
Oh, it's that one. It's the swinging one.
Oh,
you know, like
yeah, they
yeah,
didn't
it's
have a
just
trapeze.
no, they didn't. Yeah, just the one bar, and people will like fucking jump and hook to the other person,
Yeah.
and then they'll jump back to their own bar.
Yeah, I like
I
the-
saw this and was like, oh yeah, okay, with that.
Yep.
I was like, why do I know that word? Why do I know trapeze? No,
Yeah, that
that's
was cool.
that's another fucking crazy thing.
I liked the wolf guy. The guy that came out, the stilts,
yeah.
the cool wolf guy.
Yeah, at one point the lights went out again.
Yeah.
And this guy, there was just one guy, and he happened to walk in right where we were sitting. So we like heard this stomping, and we looked over, and it was a tall ass fucking creature looking thing, and we were like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then the light switched on, and it was just like, yeah, he did the fucking scare thing.
He was
Got a couple
crazy
people.
high stilts on all fours,
Yeah.
like total wolf outfit, like, and he
And you walk down,
and then the aerial hoop.
and then into the middle, and like a girl like danced on him, and
Yeah.
did what was her act?
She did the hoop, the aerial hoop, I think. Yeah, she did.
I think so.
Yeah, she did. She definitely did. Because the other dude, the girl with the hair.
That was what I was gonna
forgot
say
about
was
that,
probably
dude.
my favorite.
When she went turbo mode?
dude. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole show. I
It was
think.
like, it went, oh! I was just sitting there slack jawed, like, like,
So this girl the lights go out. You can see that they're like changing things, and like some announcers come on and like say some shit. There's like a little carnival bit. The lights fade on, and this girl's sitting there with like a line on her back, and it starts to like pull upward, and then her ponytail goes like straight up, and I was like, wait, what's going on? And it lifts her up, and quickly I find out that this whole cord that's holding her is like attached to her hair. You can see like on her scalp that it's like pulling,
tightest thing ever,
you know, and it's like fucking all interwoven into it, and it pulls her up, and it's like some sort of cable line, but at the very end had a bungee stretchy, part on it, and I assume that was so if anything happened, she probably didn't like rip her entire scalp off, right? Dude, like it was a lot of slack in that line, but it picks her up off the ground, and you know she's like sitting there for a second, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And she starts to like, they set her down again, and we're like, okay, like starting to figure out. It fucking runs forward, runs backwards, and I'm like, okay, it's a dance routine. And then she runs forward again, and then they hoist her up,
she
dude.
just starts flying.
And she fucking goes, woo! And she's in this fucking stance, and then she just like turns around, and then like fucking does this shit, and then fucking runs back down on the ground. And then she's like, and then like dances again, and then they lift her up again, and she twirls this time, like once. And then they pull her straight up, and she's fucking like, it's all like slow and sad, and fucking she's twirling and like kind of swinging a little bit and twirling and like doing some crazy ass fucking leg shit.
Dude, when she would
and like she was in a
circle and
the
she
Buddha,
did
the
pose.
Buddha circle. Holy shit! She fucking started running in a circle. Then they hoisted her up, and she was in a perfect fucking like meditation
just closed
thing.
eyes,
and
like,
she was
perfectly
like she was like orbiting, like she was always facing forward towards the center of her rotation. So the whole crowd could see her like, and she went like 2-3 circles, and it was fucking beautiful.
It was spaghetti, dude.
It kind of changed me.
It was awesome.
And she gets hoisted up, and it's all sad, and it's like, oh, this is the end of the performance. Oh man, and she just starts spinning and spinning and spinning, and the music picks up, and she's spinning with her arms out, and then she fucking her arms and legs out and spinning, and then she like tucks them all in and goes fucking turbo, like she kicks the fucking gas. Dude,
I don't know how she spun that.
She just fucking like fucking crazy fast.
I've never seen somebody spin that fast.
And I don't know what I looked like, but I assume it was this.
Dude, I bet. Em was making the same thing.
And oh, dude, they let her down, and she just like gets in a pose, and then it goes black, and dude, stadium erupts, dude. It's fucking. She's the whole time getting held by her fucking hair, dude.
That was the fastest. I've never seen anybody spin faster than that ever.
It was a custom like ponytail with like a.
She put like a maneuver.
Yeah, she put like a loop, like piece of steel in it, and like wove her hair into and around it, and she just hooked it up. It was, oh, dude, I don't know how she did it, man. No, that was crazy. That was my favorite act and my favorite part of the whole. Yeah, circus.
That was. I thought there was imminent death. Dude, nobody should be able to spin that fast. I thought she was going to break something, dude. She really
broke
sweaty.
Something, dude.
I was really sweaty, and
she
then
broke my heart.
After that, I think I got cooled off. She was just the like working air conditioner. It was nice.
Yeah, they were a really good traveling circus.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, tomorrow's our last night in Omaha. Tell your friends, tell your family to come down.
Yeah, definitely check out Paranormal Circus Time. It's awesome. We tried to go to a circus at least once.
It was an 18+ show.
Yeah.
So there was
It was
a lot of cursing.
They leaned into the raunchy, like, it's over 18, so we're going to make sex jokes, and we're going to say the F word. But, like, it was done really well, but, like, that they leaned into that fact. But I thought it was fun. Mm-hmm. I liked the act a lot, too. Those two guys. Speaking of places, there's a place in Council Bluffs called Madness Haunted House, and I've been seeing a lot of radio ads, and it's apparently fucking fucked. and it's like 45 minutes of action. And
What the fuck?
it's open through the holiday or the Halloween season, and I was thinking, dude actually goes to a haunted house.
That I would be so down
Dude,
for.
That's
Well, are we
haunted?
We'd have to.
Em's gonna drop us off too.
Well, we'd have to. Why, she wouldn't want to go?
No, she said nope.
Are we allowed to film?
No, we wouldn't film inside at all, but we could like do a vlog about going, or like even a something outside would be fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But even if we don't do that, like even just going, we should definitely go this year because like, why not? It's gonna be around both our birthdays. Shadow's Edge is closed. Got to do a haunted house. Why not Madness? And we should go really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take a precast, and we'll do it on the we'll do just segments while on the way there.
Oh, dude, we should do
In
a
line.
precast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way
And
we
then
can do it.
and then afterward,
Yeah.
we'll immediately start filming when we're out, and we'll be like, all right, so, you know,
Dude, that's the way. Yeah, definitely. And we'll see. I'll see if Justin wants to come. It'd be fun. For filming. I think it's about time. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Well, happy October.
Happy October.
Yeah, we'll see you as much as we can this month. Hopefully, dude. We got a lot of shenanigans afoot.
Yeah, we do. If you want to see our shenanigans, we'll be every Tuesday at Quick Draw at Emmett's.
Yeah, if you made it this far, sincerely, thank you for listening.
Thank you. Shout out to THC Dispensary, shout out beer, shout out pizza, shout out fries.
Yep.
First Just Us podcast.
Shout out soup that's not $20.
That's true. It's only 10.
Yeah, and yeah, shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.